What do we got? Let's go take a look at the team. Seavark with Boomaster. We got Seavark. We got Holo. Hello. Holy XO, actually. Zach and Volz going up first as an Arcane Mage. Versus, we got ourselves Mag Daggers going to be going up. Assassination. I was hoping you were sub for some reason. We got ourselves IXIX. I don't even know how to say your name. We got Decapitator in there as well. We got Shadow Ben. And we got ourselves Vendetta again. Obviously at Assassination Rogue. DFA coming out for Mag Daggers onto Volts in the opener, expecting to get a Dragon's Breath or something, or maybe he just wanted to go for a big Envenom in there. Arcane Missiles coming out, and it's going to be a slow onto Mag Daggers. Volts is trying to see if he can stop the escape from the Rogue. He did go through his sprint, so that was all the mobility. Shadow Step, and actually he's out of all gap closes unless he's willing to pop cooldowns. Blind onto Volts, which is going to allow him to catch a reset. Does have a dot on him, so it could maybe prevent some of that reset. Is going to go for a full kidney shot with a Mark for Death onto Volts, getting all the dots back up and running. And now he's back up to business. And again, another DFA to smash up and stay with Volts, as he did use his blink a little bit early there. Could have waited for a little bit. Maledict actually stacking up on the guy, going to make it harder. Volts is going to go for some damage right here. His Mag Dagger is going to respond with damage. Actually going to go for a bit of advantage. Trying to make sure that Volts is out here. As a blink happens, Shadow stepping it, so that's going to be another blink for Volts. Mag Daggers is out of mobility for a bit, unless he can sprint back up and running. And if he's running maneuverability, getting shredded through all those Arcane Missiles, and Volts is going to blink away from it. Mag Daggers looking for a reset, but he is going to throw a dagger here or two, and Crucible at Volts. DFA coming down, is going to line it up with a kidney. Short kidney, however, is getting caught out in a Nova for a second. Does get sprint in order to break him out of all movement impairing effects for a moment there, but that evade is not going to evade any of those Arcane Missiles. Shadow stepping, but he's actually getting out blinked. Does get himself a pretty big heal roller now. Obviously surviving that concoction, working for him right now is huge, and Volts is having to go for a little bit of reset, but the next Rogue is already on the prowl. Sap comes in immediately. I don't think this man is going to be given an honor duel at all. Vendetta is going to land a sap. Does break out of it with a dots. That's going to be a cheap shot. Did Vendetta vanish? No, he didn't. But Vendetta does not roll feint. The dude rolled cheat down, so it could be a little bit different for Volts right now. So Vendetta does not have any way to, I guess, reduce any of that damage that he's going to put out. But he's super high on health right now. And Volts is trying to see if he can break through that tough exterior, get him to at least 50% health. That is going to be one of his trades disabled for 45 seconds as long as Vendetta's health is below 50%. So that's going to be a lot less damage he's going to take from the Rogue, especially from the dots. Vendetta is going to burn that Warlock Hellstone a little bit early, actually. Okay, interesting. Maybe he just wanted to make sure he used it to put her on cooldown, so he might use it for later. Volts is going to get a blink. Shadow Step is not available. No, Vendetta is going to cloak and Shadow Step. That's quite a lot of cooldowns put together. And Volts needs to get the slows back up and running, getting the slow onto Vendetta as they're trying to catch up to the Arcane Mage. Another Nova does drop down a smoke bomb, not before those Arcane Missiles started flying. And he's making sure to keep the common points generating with Poison Knives, landing a kidney onto Volts. So that's going to be perfect opportunity for him to at least make sure the dots are on him. He's not going to be able to go for big value damage unless he also runs DFA. Or has maneuverability, does have maneuverability, so he's going to be able to sprint up to Volts. Again, just trying to maintain his dots, but he's not ever able to go for big damage. Good poison bomb proc. Volts blink it out of it immediately. Does have a dot rolling onto Vendetta. This is going to be able to find him again. But it's an... Oh, goes for Invis, never mind. I was going to say, like, I didn't... Wait, what? You did already? Wait. Warlock Hellstone coming out for Vendetta. Good thing he popped it a little bit early. I was kind of thinking that we're going to disengage for a little bit. I was expecting a Rogue resell, but Vendetta not having a good time with it. Arcane Missile is shredding. Cheat Death is going to proc. Isn't going to be able to play anything off the... Oh, not even a Cheat Death? Oh, my goodness. Now, in that situation, I was actually thinking like, okay, yeah, the Rogue is going to re-stealth. Volts had a blink ready at all times. He was ready to chase. I was ready to just be like, you know what? Okay, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a reset. We're going to, you know, I was ready to relax, you know what I mean? I was ready to commentate. But looks like it is going to be XI up next. He wants to give him a bow for Volts. What a nice guy. And Volts is going to give him a bit of a bow. XI waited for Volts to at least catch up to full health. And he wants to give him a full honor duel, sending a goddamn typhoon at him to his face. It's just like, okay. He wasn't prepared just to get hit with a typhoon. Goddamn tsunami hit him. Interesting trinket choice. Are you Destruction? You have to be Destro, right? Or are you Affliction? Wait, could you be I don't think you're Affliction. I don't think you're Affliction. Could you be Destro? Okay, that is a Destro. I was gonna say, like, he's not really going for big Chaos Bolts. Is he Affliction by any chance? And that's gonna drop down Thunder Infernal, try to get those Chaos Bolts pumped up and ready to go. XI does have that massive Rain of Fire rolling in order to get those Chaos Bolts up and beefed up. That's gonna be a Nova onto XI. And we're hitting the 5-minute mark with Volts. After going through 2 rogues, can he deal with the Destruction Warlock? We've seen Sparticle as the Arcane Mage King of these duels come in. The one man that keep playing Arcane no matter through thick and thin. He's having a hard time with Destro, but also Demonology. So let's see if Volts is able to deal with XI in an easier way. That is a lot of XI's cooldowns down. Does miss the shot of fear as Volts is trying to vault his way. He's also trying to pole vault the guy. He's just trying to climb him like a goddamn monkey, jungle gym, dude. like a kid on monkey bars, just trying to get around the guy, blinking around back and forth. That's going to be a few into Volts, but he's got some damage rolling though. XI having to go for a wall so far. No Infernal, that's been gone. No Dark Soul, so he's actually struggling here a little bit. You also would think the Destruction Warlock was having a much easier time with an Arcane Mage. That's going to be a bit of a knock-up onto XI. He's trying to bail away from most. He's actually just making sure to Arcane missiles. What just happened? He went through him. He like butter through cheese. Like, that's a knife through melted butter. That's how easily he sliced through a Destruction Warlock. Volts. That's an Arcane Mage right there. And Decapitate, I think, is giving him an opportunity to get a full heal. I think it's exactly, or at least a bow. It doesn't look like Volts wants to go for food. Decapitate, oh, he's just crying. Never mind. Decapitate, I think, wants to pay respects to Volts. But it's like, I'm a warrior, and that's a rank 1 Arcane Mage. I already have a hard time with mages and slows and roots as a warrior. No. Oh my god. Decapitator, my man. How are you gonna do this? Blaze coming out, trying to see if you can use a Blaze to close the gap between him and Volts for just a moment. Crucibles are coming out offensively for Volts as he's getting his soup. Oh, actually, what is that? There was a pummel just now. Actually got a pummel juke out of the warrior, so now he's free to cast whatever he wants. That is also going to be reflect out of the warrior. Volts is really careful with his cast. It's going to be a leap and a charge, which is quite a huge waste of mobility for Decapitator. Does finally get a Stormbolt, but does he have the same damage as Carry? Trying to get himself a bit of a rampage. That's actually quite a lot of quality damage line now, but that's going to be a temporal to stop all of it. And a couple instant casts for Volts. Arcane Blaster coming out back to back is going to go himself for a little bit of Commanding Shout. It's going to be quite a bit of health to gain, but he needs to get himself some sort of CC heavy play style onto Volts to get himself a rage regeneration. That Commanding Shout is going to dissipate eventually, and once it does, his health is going to be super low. Is going to go for rage regen. Needs to get a charge. Does get a stun. Needs to get a charge, but no, decides, you know what, I'm going to get as many Bloodthirsts in as I can. Maybe a charge here. Could be Bloodthirst Surge here. Does get at least one Bloodthirst Surge. Trying to see if he can maybe go behind the wall in case Volts goes that way. And Volts is paying attention to where the guy goes. He's not trying to predict where he goes. He's just watching where he's at. And the Warrior's just going into a corner. He's actually getting pegged into a corner right now. This is very unfortunate. Does get a charge heal, however. And that's going to be a stun onto Volts. Not using a trinket at all here. Decapitated is super low in health, however. He needs to get himself good reflect. That was a decent reflect. Blazed him to follow out of that one. That's going to be Arcane Blast while he's out in the open. Does have a leap. Even... Oh, man. Wow. Can anybody beat this guy at all? Hey, this is actually busted. I know Arcane Mages have always been thought of like, man, these guys are broken, right? The amount of mobility they got going on and everything, they're busted good. Maybe the Beastmaster Hunter could do something, because I know Warriors already have a hard time. Spart showed us multiple times. That's going to be shot up. And what is that playstyle? He got himself a Cobra, spitting poison at Volts, Crows pecking out his eyes. He got double the pets on him for... Oh, no, just one pet, I guess, one of them. Whoa, what? What? Okay, wait, what just happened? Wait a second. Wait a second. He just popped CDs and just blinked. I couldn't even keep up fast enough. My brain doesn't even process what the hell just happened in the last duel. Wait, he just like, yeah, I don't understand. Oh no. Oh, yeah, exactly. Huh? Huh? What just happened? Okay. I'm going to be able to go back in the actual footage and look at it in closer. But it looked to me that Volts used the big brain power of an Arcane Mage, superior intellect, to just blink around the Hunter, not letting him get a single cast off, not even letting the pet get a single attack on the guy, can't get stunned, not even letting himself get interrupted. The Hunter is spinning around in circles trying to catch the Mage. Not a single one of his abilities can go out because he's technically not facing the Hunter or the Mage, even though he's a ranged class. And Volts had cooldowns rolling, and he just got himself so many of those Arcane missiles back to back in a quick succession, maybe with some crazy proc. But he's blinking around the whole time, can't get interrupted. I don't even know what... That actually made me a little dizzy. I'm not gonna lie, that made me a little dizzy.